US President Donald Trump sets conditions for sanctioning Russia. On September 13th, US President Donald Trump declared that he is prepared to impose sanctions on Russia, but only under specific conditions. According to Trump, Washington would take such measures if all NATO member states agreed to act in unison and, most importantly, stopped purchasing crude oil from Moscow. Writing on his social media platform Truth Social, Trump criticized NATO's current level of commitment, saying the alliance's pledge to victory was far below 100%. He expressed shock that several NATO countries continue to buy Russian oil, arguing that this undermines the bloc's bargaining position and weakens its leverage in negotiations with the Kremlin. Trump stressed that he would support sanctions if they were part of a joint NATO initiative, insisting that member states must make clear when such actions would be implemented. Beyond Russia, he also suggested that NATO should impose tariffs ranging from 50 to 100% on China. According to him, such tariffs would not only strengthen NATO's economic stance, but would also contribute significantly to ending what he called the deadly and senseless war between Russia and Ukraine. These tariffs, Trump noted, should be fully withdrawn once the conflict is resolved. He argued that China maintains strong influence, if not outright control over Russia, and that powerful tariffs could disrupt this grip. By doing so, NATO would weaken Moscow's ability to sustain its military campaign and bring both sides closer to peace. In his statement, Trump was adamant. If NATO follows his recommendations, the war in Ukraine could be brought to an end relatively quickly, saving countless lives. If not, he warned, the alliance would merely waste more American time, energy, and money without achieving a decisive result. Trump's remarks followed a separate interview with Fox News on September 12th, where he revealed that he still maintains a good personal relationship with Russian President Vladimir Putin. However, he admitted frustration, noting that Putin has not demonstrated genuine willingness to end the war. "I'm losing patience with President Putin," Trump said during the interview. He explained that the US is actively considering sanctions targeting Russia's banking and oil sectors in addition to potential new tariffs. Yet he emphasized again that Washington cannot act alone. For sanctions to be effective, he argued, European nations must join the US in applying economic pressure against Moscow. Trump's conditional approach highlights both his transactional style and his broader skepticism of NATO. Rather than leading unilaterally, he is demanding that allies share the burden equally. At the same time, his proposal to use economic measures against China as leverage over Russia introduces an unusual geopolitical twist, framing Beijing as a key player in resolving the war. Ultimately, Trump's message was clear. Without full NATO unity and decisive economic action, he sees little chance of quickly ending the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Word